Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to a box opening. Been a minute since we've done one of these, it feels like, but we're here. Before we get started, also apologize if the sound isn't super great. I realize I left the SD card for our microphone at home, so unfortunately it's not the crisp stuff we're used to. But also, before we get started, big thanks to Happy Little Hug Factory sending us these. Is this going to be two separate videos or one?
It's you.
Okay, so we're just going to open these star decks, go over them real quick, give you guys an idea of what comes in them, and give our overall thoughts real quick. Be nice, short and sweet, but yeah, here's thanks to Happy Little Hug Factory. If you want to get these star decks, I think they still have some in. It's the link in the description below. And make sure you do that purchase after clicking that link so they know we sent you over. And they have this, as well as singles are up for the new set, so make sure you grab those. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started here. What are you pointing at?
Say, don't forget to check out our other video we'll be doing right after this one, where we're going to go through 2 boxes of that new set.
Also, thanks to Happy Little Hug Factory.
Yeah.
So we'll first start with Valentina. I'll open the Valentina one.
Don't forget to go card by card.
Yeah.
So, since that one person complained last time.
Real quick, if you guys are interested, it comes with the glossary. Wait, did they update the glossary, Oscar? Let's double check. Last time the glossary had like really old terms, but none of the new terms. Gem, Fructose, Force.
Yeah, Bane's on here.
Well, what's the, isn't there a new ability in this booster box?
No.
There wasn't? I could have sworn there was. Does it say it's like what the Stranger ability is?
It ends at J, so I don't know. Let me find out. Yeah.
Wow, okay, they updated it. Nice.
Sounds good too.
We got our quick start guide, you know, just the bare basics if you want to get into the game. And then more of that, just two-sided of how to play without getting too in-depth with some of the stuff. And then, of course, we got our paper play mat. What image did they use for it? Okay.
I thought that was Faria's edition. Oh yeah, it's just Melvis's edition here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. That seems like a weird thing, because you just copy-paste the image for a new playmat, but maybe they like printed a crap ton of them.
Maybe.
Alright, so let's go ahead and open the Valentina deck, if my nails will allow me to. Come on. Work with me.
Did you find the tearaway?
No.
The tearaway on the side?
On the side? Oh, I see it.
It just broke on me.
The tearaway's not working for me, Oscar. I'll be honest. God damn it. I'm gonna go off screen. It's gonna take some effort. Oscar, help.
Oh, it's really good quality on that ruler. Wow. I'm impressed.
It's funny because I have like 8 knives next to me, but it's fine. Okay, let's just start with your deck while I open this. We're going to start with Krisha, I decided, while I find a knife.
Since he's struggling to open that, we'll go ahead and look at Priscia. So, Colin's not focusing. There we go.
Yeah, check the screen.
Priscia is a little girl, Stranger 10. Judgment, 2 green and a red. And you have Energize of a red or a green, not both. Whenever a Wind Regalia enters the field of your control, choose one. If the Regalia is Claw of the Sacred Beast, choose of the 2 instead. Choose a card from your Stranger deck at random and put it into your hand, or put a 600/600 Wind Beast Resonator token into the field, or put 2 friendship counters on this card, or you can pay 0 to do Judgment on a turn. So it's kind of like resembling what we've seen the other rulers do so far. And if I can add the 600/600 token, if you guys buy the booster box, you should get 2 tokens out of a box, which you can use with this deck.
Let me see something real quick. You can keep talking about it.
Well, I'm done talking about the front side and then go to the back side.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to figure out what's different. We'll get to it when we go to the Valentina.
All right. Backside here, once you do Judgment, Priscia is 700/700 J ruler, 7 king/beast. Oh shit, she's a beast, and she has swiftness. God's Art.
This was spoiled forever ago, man.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pay attention. She was a beast. God Art, real power of friendship. 2 green and a red. Double attack. Yeah, double attack and defense of J/Resonators you control until in a turn. God's Art can only be activated once per game. So once you've activated that, you can't activate it again until you go to the next game. But it's not bad. I did not realize she was a beast, so she's gaining that buff, isn't she? Or that a ruler or a resonator buff.
I forget, but yeah, no. There's also the ruler itself does feel like a solid card quality. It is still a little bit sad. It's not textured, but it is. The foiling looks really nice.
Step in the right direction, at least, right? It's really good quality.
Yeah.
All right, so we have what?
No, good.
So we have some of the full art cards. You get one of every card in the box as a full art. I'm just gonna thumb through these real quick. We'll read it.
Is it one or is it two?
It's one.
Okay.
And then
and that's one thing I liked was because I missed that what they had done during Lapis Cluster. I'd really like that they had done half foil, half non-foil, and also included booster packs and dice so that it incentivized people who maybe had one star deck to buy multiple. So I always like that. It gives you something to chase, as long as they print enough of the starter deck. Is the preface there. So
here's the interesting part. If you guys remember from the last starter decks, they gave us 4 of each stranger, but looks like they corrected it. Now we have the 2 of each stranger.
Oh, cool.
That was kind of something that really just caused a little bit of confusion. Sorry for this blurriness. I don't know why it won't focus.
Yeah. Here.
I'm used to the lock focus.
Let me lock it.
Okay. So in the last ones, we got 4 of every one, which is cool because you can give you some more for extra stranger decks you want to do. But it may cause a little bit of confusion for people who didn't know they can only use 2 of them in their stranger deck if they didn't read the rules in detail or maybe were confused why there's more offered. But first one here is Barus, the Machine God of Conflagration, stranger, 2 red, 800, Resonator Demon. Well, that's what somebody complained about last time. We weren't reading the cards.
I think they want us to just go through them slowly. I think we just buzz through them real quick.
Yeah, well, because they're starter deck cards.
We'll go through the notable ones. I think is a good way to do it.
So I'll mention some of these. Fang the Phantom Beast. This is a reprint which came out back during the actual Alice Cluster. A lot of these stranger cards, for those of you who are new, are reprints of artwork from the original Valhalla set from back in the day. So these are like some of the rulers from back then.
Cancel target chance spell, quick cast speed, so that's super solid, I think.
Friendly Seeking Mole, so more friendship counter generation.
A lot of beasts.
Green Wizard used to also be a ruler back then. This is a reprint.
Terrible.
Vanilla, it's like...
No, it's a terrible vanilla. Get that out of here. I mean, in the context of a starter deck as a beast, it's not bad, but like you're never going to see that again.
Sorry, I'm trying to get around this tripod without bumping it, and my arms are starting to get sore.
I'll hold it. Scoot over.
You just want to do it then?
Yeah, I can do it. I got long arms. Precious Encouragement is just one of the strongest damaged, reader or dealers that's based on the Resonator. That sentence might not make sense, but people who know this type of card know this is like one of the strongest variants we've gotten of that. Rapid Growth was always a strong card that got reprint. Sprinting Wolf, terrible. How do you say it? Insve?
I think it's
Inksve. Our token spirit that'll never synergize with other spirits, but it's a pretty decent card. Could be a closer depending on how strong your deck is. Sorry about the noise in the background. Forgot about that giant thing there. Awakening of the Beast Queen, solid card. This is her Regalia, so this is the one that Beast and 4 Sacred Beast Resonators you control gain 1/1 for every friendship counter on your J ruler. So you can see how that can start to be like a whole thing being really strong. And it has the same second ability, but this could potentially be super powerful inside of a Pressure Beast deck. Right, Oscar? Mm-hmm. Got another Stranger that's got some ramp. And potentially is a pretty strong dude, but he doesn't synergize with the deck because it's the treatment. So it's kind of a weird card to have in there, as opposed to this one, which is a beast in addition to his enter ability, which is potentially super strong, depending on what you put in your deck. This is a card to look out for. World Tree Fox is an engine for your friendship counters, and also you a potential draw power for your stranger deck. Got these guys. Which is weird that these are in the star deck, plus they threw them into the set in addition to like all the other fillers and stuff like that. Like it's weird that they added more filler. And then we got a reprint of Blasting Waves, obviously, and some of our nice. I always like the look of this Stone's art. Like, something about the green hues and stuff looks really nice, especially in this full art right here. And this...
They foiled it.
They foiled it.
They didn't foil last time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm not a fan... I feel like with these characters in the background, it's way more obvious, the blank background, for some reason. I don't know why, but it makes it... Not a huge fan of the blank background now with these characters. I think the first one looked a little bit better. But...
I'm kind of digging it because of how much of the foilness is in the background. Keep showing that. Because like once you get a lot more of these, especially that set comes out and they're like this, it'd be really cool to watch like a deck like that on stream. Actually, how's that look on the? It's not that bad. It's pretty neat. I'm digging it.
But really solid ability as well. Search target player's deck for a card and remove it. Then that player shuffles their deck. That is 3 void. This can go in literally any deck you want.
And it's a 6/6, right?
Except those that I'm gonna go try to get that signed while I'm in Vegas. So that's the Prisha deck. Let's pack these up, and now we'll move into the Valentina deck. So here's the thing I was trying to point out. Prisha seemed fine. This one, help me out, Oscar. What's the difference between the front and back side art? I was sitting here trying to figure it out.
Go back. Go back. Yeah, no, I think it's just the background.
Because I was like, well, let me look at Prisha, and her arms moved up, and she's holding that thing now.
Oh yeah, it's like super different on each side of this one.
This one, do you think they made a mistake? Because this one, as far as I can tell, is literally identical. Our contraption is breaking, Oscar. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. So if you guys can tell the difference, let me know, because I'm super curious what the difference is besides they changed the sword and whip from blue to purple. That's the only thing I can tell. I'm thinking maybe they made a mistake, but in case you're wondering, so same set of abilities. Choose one. If the Regalia is Lover's Lock, choose 2 instead. Choose a card from your Stranger deck at random and put it into your hand. Or bounce a Resonator to its owner's hand, or target Resonator's attack becomes 0 until end of turn, or pay 0 to Judgment. So all the basic stuff. Resonators your opponent controls gain -4 attack. And then when she enters, you put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field rested. And then the God's Art is remove target Resonator from the game, search your opponent's deck, graveyard, and hand for all cards that share a name with that Resonator and remove them from the game. Then shuffle your opponent's deck, choose a card from your Stranger deck at random, and put it into your hand.
Really good.
Really good ability. If you're playing Wander or anything like that, great card to play if your opponent's playing Crocodile Shark.
Yeah. I also forgot to mention, like, the rulers are dual colors, so she's black, blue, so that ruler's Memoria, or whatever it's called. What's it called? Memoria? You have it there. The stone. What is it called? I don't know why you're struggling to figure out.
Oh.
What's that one called?
Ataractia's Memoria?
Ataractia's Memoria can produce the blue and black out of it. Just more clarification ahead of it.
Okay. So, take a look at the foils here. Once again, good foiling. We'll buzz through these real quick, just so you guys can see. Get some nice glints going on here. Click, 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 click. Ooh, that one looks pretty good for it. Click, click, click. Okay. We got Blue Wizard, which is a 1-cost, quick cast, cancel target automatic ability of Resonator. Really solid card. I'm glad that ability's back in blue at least. Charm of the Princess as a mage art could potentially be really strong, because you're just paying the cost of the Resonator you want to steal, and that's it. That's really good. Terrible. I still think that's terrible. I know Oscar likes it. Oscar, you want to say anything about it? Hey, dude, you went all about the glass slipper.
Just because it has synergy now.
We got a blue Percival. Look at top 5 cards of your deck. And this one's crazy strong because you reveal a Regalia or a chant. And put it into your hand and you banish it to 4C1. This card's insane. Triton, he's just a basic buff machine. This is a reprint right here. A pretty solid reprint, actually. Loki's super cool looking. And he's a pretty solid ability as well. He enters and removes all of the other Resonators from game. Potentially for 3. You like this card, Oscar?
Maybe.
Yeah, you give me nothing, man. You guys hear this? You guys hear this input? We got Alcyon? Chiffon, the pet dragon of the Lord of the Seas. I love the look of the art of this. Super cool looking. Eureka, the puppet lord of the seas, so he synergizes with this guy, which is pretty cool. We got some Freya with
that one. It's a nice card.
Lover's Lock, so here's her Regalia. This is the first and only Regalia so far with Quick Cast, which is insane. And that's basically its ability, is being able to quick cast and then tap for the ability still. So there's some pretty cool interactions you could do with that. Masked Prince, he's the one that synergizes with Cinderella. Morgan, look at your opponent's hand, choose a card, then remove that card from the game. Pretty solid ability. Our reprint of Space Time Anomaly, which also is a mage art now, so we'll see if this card is still relevant. I think as a mage art, it definitely will still be relevant. Princess of Love takes control. And then we got our reprint of Magic Stone of Dark Depth. The blue stones, same thing. I like the look of these. And our promo.
And that's it.
Yeah, so pretty solid stuff. I like that they fixed a lot of stuff with the star decks, from the wording of the directions to the correct amount of strangers, stuff like that. And the foiling and the card quality all seems nice, so pretty interesting stuff. So thanks guys for watching. Thanks again to Happy Little Hug Factory. Once again, link in the description below, and we'll see you guys for the booster box opening.